Imagine walking into a room where the air itself feels classified, where one wrong word could end careers or start wars. The fluorescent lights buzz like angry hornets over a steel table scarred by coffee rings and secrets. 12 Navy SEALs, tridents gleaming on sunburned chests, lean back in their chairs, boots propped like they own the planet. They do, tonight. At the head of the table sits a woman no one invited. She's 5'4" in desert boots, hair twisted tight, eyes the color of classified folders. The briefing officer calls her Captain Doe, then hurries out, slamming the door so hard the SEALs flinch. That's your hook. That's the moment the war room forgets how to breathe. If that froze your pulse, smash the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because in 15 seconds this story goes from ice cold to nuclear and you'll beg for the next upload. Master Chief Ryan Brick Waller, the biggest man in Coronado, decides to break the silence the way SEALs break everything else, loud. "Ma'am," he grins, dimples cutting through a week of beard. "What's your rank? Yeoman? Because we're fresh out of coffee." The room detonates in laughter. Phones rise to film the burn. Brick expects her to blush, salute, vanish. Instead, Captain Doe slides a crimson folder across the table. The laughter dies mid-breath. The folder is stamped classified red in letters so thick they look wet. Only 3 people on the continent can open a red folder without triggering alarms in Langley. Brick's grin freezes solid. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't need to. "Open it, Master Chief." Brick hesitates. His fingers leave sweat prints on the plastic seal. Inside, a single photograph and a single line. The photo shows Brick himself, 3 years ago, on a rooftop in Abbottabad, shaking hands with a man the world swears is dead. The line reads, "Operator authorized to know why the body was never recovered." The room temperature drops 10 degrees. 1 seal, actually. Whispers the Lord's Prayer. Captain Doe finally speaks, soft enough that every man leans forward like kids at story time. "Gentlemen, 3 nights from now you will insert into the Hindu Kush to retrieve a package the size of a briefcase. The package is alive. It speaks only when spoken to in Pashto, and it knows every operator who was on that rooftop." She lets that land like a hellfire. Brick's knuckles go white. The rookie next to him vomits quietly into his rucksack. Cut to black. On-screen text 72 hours earlier. We flash back to a cargo plane rattling over the Pacific. Captain Doe, then just Lieutenant Doe, sits alone in the jump seat, clutching the same red folder. Turbulence slams her skull against the bulkhead, but she doesn't blink. She's reading a love letter written in disappearing ink from a husband who doesn't know she's already a ghost. The letter ends, "If you open the red one, don't come home." She kisses the paper, folds it into her bra, and whispers, "Too late." Back in the war room, present day, the lights flicker. Captain Doe taps a remote. A satellite feed blooms on the screen, live drone footage of a mud village glowing green. In the center stands a little girl in a blue hijab, holding a briefcase chained to her wrist. The briefcase's lock is biometric. The only print it recognizes belongs to Master Chief Brick Waller. The girl is his daughter. The rooftop handshake? Brick traded a warlord's life for a promise. One day the warlord's enemies would come for the child. That day is tonight. Brick stands so fast his chair explodes backward. "Permission to speak freely?" Captain Doe nods. Brick's voice cracks like glacier ice. "Ma'am, I will bring her home or I will die on that mountain. But I need to know, why you?" The room holds its breath again. Doe unbuttons her left cuff, rolls the sleeve. Burned into her forearm, the same trident they all wear, but older, faded, earned when SEALs were still called UDT. Underneath, a date, 2003, Fallujah. She was the first woman to complete the SEAL pipeline, then erased from every record so the program could pretend it never happened. The red folder? Her insurance policy. The SEALs don't cheer, they kneel. One by one, 12 warriors drop to a knee, heads bowed to the ghost who outranks them all. Captain Doe's eyes glisten, but her voice stays steel. "Stand up. Mothers don't kneel, they carry." She slaps the table. "Wheels up in 6 hours. Load tracers, not bullets. Anyone harms that child answers to me. Montage, choppers thundering over black water, Brick white-knuckling a photo of a gap-toothed 6-year-old, Doe in the cockpit, whispering Pashto lullabies into the comms so the girl knows rescue is coming. They hit the LZ at 0300. Wind screams, Taliban spotters open fire, tracer rounds stitch red lace across the sky, Brick sprints through hell, takes 2 rounds in the plate, keeps running. He finds the girl crouched behind a goat pen, briefcase rattling. She looks up. Daddy? One word, and the mountain forgets how to be at war. But the warlord lied. The briefcase isn't a bomb. It's a hard drive containing launch code stolen from a decommissioned Russian sub. The warlord planned to sell it to the highest bidder at sunrise. Doe knew. That's why the mission was red. She tackles Brick clear as the briefcase clicks open, revealing a blinking red light. 30 seconds to disarm. Doe's burned arm hovers over the keypad. The only code is the date on her skin, the day she lost her team in Fallujah. She punches it in. The light dies. Silence swallows the valley. Exfil Bird swoops in. Brick cradles his daughter. Doe cradles the drive. As rotors spin, the girl tugs Doe's sleeve. Are you an angel? Doe laughs, the first real sound she's made in years. No, sweetheart, I'm the consequence. Dawn paints the Hindu Kush gold. Back in the war room, now empty except for 2 cups of coffee gone cold, Doe seals the red folder one last time. Brick enters, daughter asleep on his shoulder. He salutes with his free hand. Doe returns it, then does something no one expected. She pins her faded trident to the child's tiny pajama shirt. For when she's ready, she says. Brick's eyes overflow. Ma'am, what's your real name? Doe smiles, the kind that breaks hearts and classified stamps. Tonight, it's Mom. Fade to black. On-screen text, mission accomplished. Record sealed, legends born. The screen lights up with your channel logo. My voice drops to a whisper only best friends share. That actually happened, names changed, folders still red. If this story made your chest tight and your eyes wet, do 3 things. Like, share, and comment the moment that wrecked you the most. Then tell me, from which part of this big, beautiful country are you watching right now? Drop your city, your state, even your zip code, because tomorrow's story might be closer to your backyard than you think. Hit that bell, grab your team, and I'll see you in the next classified drop.